Ball picks, well, today will be from Europe, the EPL. So make sure you like, subscribe, and of course you want to set those notifications. Be live with us to get the plays in real time, to get the best numbers here on the show. We do load tons of free picks on our channel. Reminder about our promo code. You can save 20% off all premium pick packages. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link you see in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and then get signed up. We'll always love to hear from you guys, so go ahead and post your picks in the comments. And our website is TonySpicks.com. We're a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers, get signed up to some of our long-term passes. You'll see some of our cappers are doing great work up here. Guys like Pravi, Mindy's been doing well, Hollywood Sam, Collins, Paul as well up there. Click the links and get signed up. You'll find our premium picks here on the center of the screen, as well as our best bets. Each capper can release one best bet per sport per day. Many up there today on the board here on this Tuesday. We have plenty of best bets. Even Paul there with some best bets here coming in with some Champions League, EPL Friday, Thursday Spanish best bets, Saturday EPL. So Paul firing in here as the Big Five gets back into action post World Cup. Also our $15 premium pick. Each capper can designate one of their plays per day as a $15 premium pick. Just to introduce their service to new and existing customers. Many of them make best bets there at that $15 price point to make that really good impression. And our pick ticker, if you prefer to purchase picks a la carte, we have it there with team versus team information there on the pick ticker. And we can't forget about our 3-packs up there as well, offering great value here over on our side. All right, let's get this one underway. Let's go ahead and welcome in Paul Agueros. You know, we'll find him over at TonySpace.com. We'll find his best bets. We'll bring him in right now. Paul, how's it going?
Nice. I just added an EPL best bet because the lineups are out in the match between Manchester United and Nottingham, which goes live in about 36 minutes from now. I liked something, so I added a best bet. You can get it for $15. And of course, I've got best bets for tomorrow and every day leading to Saturday. And before that happens, I want to give you guys some free plays from the EPL because there's some really interesting matches taking place.
Yeah, a lot of midweek actions heading into the weekend here as we have the soccer reboot here following the World Cup here from the Big Five. So let's go ahead and let's get this one underway. We begin here with the EPL action here for Wednesday as Leeds takes on Man City.
Yeah, I'm going to take what might seem like a contrarian play in this match. I'm going to take the first half under 1.5 goals at minus 135. Now, I know Manchester City can drop like 3-4 goals on you in that first half, but on the road, they've been really, really quiet in first halves. In fact, they have the 8th best record on the road. In first halves, they have 2 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss. They've scored just 4 and conceded just 2 goals, again, in first halves on the road. While Leeds, in first halves at home, they have the worst record, 1 win, 3 losses, and 3 draws, scoring 5 and conceding 6. I think this is going to be, Leeds will try to play some good defense in that first half. And Manchester City, again, on the road, they don't really, they're not very, very active. They just play very, very slowly on the road. Hence the 6 scored goals, both for and against for Manchester City. So I don't see many goals in that first half. So I like the first half under 1.5 goals at minus 135.
All right, Paul, guys, get his best bets over at TonySpicks.com. EPL action for Wednesday. We have Leeds and Man City. He likes this one first half under 1.5 goals. The return is minus 135. All right, you guys are tuned to Soccer Picks Daily. Join us here Monday through Friday at 2:15 Eastern Time. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. We load tons of free picks on our site. 25 free picks a week here just from this show with European football and beyond. So make sure you guys subscribe. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Next up, we go to EPL for Friday. West Ham taking on Brentford.
Yeah, both these sides played yesterday. West Ham, they actually took the lead against Arsenal, but they ended up losing by 3-1. Arsenal, to be honest, it was a question mark or a riddle as to how they would present themselves after the injury of key striker Gabriel Jesus. But they did manage to score 3 goals, and they actually scored all 3 goals in a 16-minute span in the start of the second half. They showed that they can really cover, the gap left behind by Gabriel Jesus because there's not really, a good striker in that squad, but they managed through teamwork to close that gap, and they scored 3 goals on West Ham. And West Ham, they've been really struggling to score goals this season. Just 13 goals in 16 matches. They don't really concede that much either. And at home, they're there's not many goals in West Ham's home matches so far. In fact, they're 6-2 to the under 2.5 goals at home, with an average of 2.4 goals per match. But I do expect a lot of goals in this particular match because Brentford, they're coming off of a 2-2 draw against Tottenham in a match where they actually took a 2-goal lead, and they were sort of careless in that second half. In that first half, they also scored another goal, which was disallowed. So they actually grabbed Tottenham by the throat. So, I expect Brentford's offense to be equally good against a soft West Ham defense. So I do expect a lot of goals here, something like a 2-1, 1-2 for either side as a correct score if you want to go for those. But I'm going to take the over 2.5 goals at +101.
All right, Pelagos, find his best bets over at TonySpicks.com. EPL action for Friday, West Ham and Brentford. He likes this one over 2.5 goals. The return is +201. This is Soccer Daily. Join us here Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. Now, if you're looking for Paul's best bets, just click the link in the description and you'll go over to Paul's handicapper page where he has his plays up for you right now. Spanish best bets up there. Lots of action on the board here as we have, again, the midweek restart here for the Big Five. Of course, plays up there right now from Paul Legueros. Matter of fact, I believe he has just loaded a play up there. We may see some late steam up there as well for some Paul. So we'll go ahead and get signed up as we got some plays here starting very shortly here. EPL action up there for Saturday. Champions best bet, or Wednesday French League coming up. Best bet of the day. In action here Thursday as well. Tuesday best bet now right now on the board starts in 31 minutes here. So you still got some time here to get on board with Paul Legos' play today here. His best bet from Tuesday's action. So go ahead and get signed up for that. Matter of fact, you can see it right down there with that Tuesday play. So go ahead and get on board with Paul Legos over at TonySpicks.com. Get his best bets. All right, let's continue on here on the show as we continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily. We now move here to continue here on EPL. This is Friday's action. Liverpool taking on Leicester.
Yeah, Liverpool, they were really good in their match against Aston Villa yesterday. They won by 3-1. Salah scored, which was, I think I gave it out as a free play, if I'm not mistaken. But Liverpool, they operated really, really nicely. And to be honest, they should have scored at least a couple more goals. But Darwin Núñez, the guy we saw him in the World Cup with Uruguay, he's really struggling with Liverpool so far in the season. He was their marquee signing, of the summer. They spent like tens of millions of euros in order to get him, but he missed a couple of shots where he was alone with the goalie. So that goes to show that Liverpool, they're in a really good spot right now, and they're going to host Leicester, who are just horrible in their return from the World Cup. They lost by 3-0 at home against Newcastle. They were already down by 2-0 in the 7th minute of this match. Already 3-0 down at the 32nd minutes of this match. So it was just a really poor performance at both ends of the pitch. Nothing really worked out for them, and now they're going to travel to Liverpool, where they're going to meet, a red-hot Liverpool side who are really eager to climb the standings. Liverpool, keep in mind, they're right now sitting at the 6th spot outside of the Champions League, outside of the European spots. So Liverpool looking to move up. Leicester coming off a really bad loss. I think this might be the start of another losing streak for Leicester. So I like Liverpool minus the 1.5 at -113.
All right, Paul, let's get his best bets over at TonySpicks.com. EPL action for Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Liverpool and Leicester. He likes this one. Liverpool lay the goal and a half. The return is -113. All right, you guys are tuned to Soccer Picks Daily Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you subscribe to this channel for the 25 free picks Paul gives out here Monday through Friday on this Soccer Picks Daily show. Next up here, we continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily. We now move to Saturday's action. EPL Saturday, Fulham taking on Southampton.
Yeah, Fulham, they were one of the teams who came out of the World Cup in a really strong manner. Of course, they were lucky. They beat Crystal Palace by 3-0 on the road in a match where Crystal Palace got a couple of red cards. They got the first one at the 34th minute and then the second one at the 57th minute. Fulham pretty much dominated them. They had 23 goal attempts, 11 shots on goal. They destroyed them. So now they're going to return home, where they've been really, really good so far in the season. But we're going to take a play on the totals here. Fulham, they're leading the league, the EPL, of course. in over 2.5 goals with 14-2, and an average of 3.3 goals per match. At home, they're 7-1 to the over 2.5 goals with an average of 3.4 goals per match. Now, I know that Southampton, they've been struggling to score goals on the road. They've scored just 5 away goals so far in the season. They're 4-4 to the over 2.5 goals, but they've conceded 15. So I expect Fulham to score at least a couple of goals in this match, and we just need another one for the over 2.75 goals at -102.
All right, Paulo, let's get his best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. EPL action here for Saturday's action. We have Fulham taking on Southampton. He likes over 2.75 goals. The return is -102. All right, you guys are tuned to Soccer Picks Daily. Join us here Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern Time. If you miss any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show. Let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily. EPL action Saturday. Newcastle taking on Leeds.
Yeah, Newcastle, as I said earlier, they blasted Leicester by 3-0. It was a really just an awesome performance, especially in that first half. In the second half, they kind of struggled to keep the ball possession, but all the work was done in that first half. Now, they've been in really good form so far in the season. They're sitting at the second spot of the EPL with not a very flashy roster. I mean, yes, they've been bought out by some very wealthy people. They did make a couple of strong signings, but it goes to show that this is a new era for Newcastle. And as for Leeds, they're sitting dangerously close to the relegation zone. Of course, they're gonna play tomorrow against Manchester City. But in this match against Newcastle, I looked at this in many different ways, and I do think there's going to be a lot of goals here. Newcastle at home, they've been really, really careful not to concede. They've conceded, I believe, just 5 goals in 8 matches, which is really nice, scoring 17 in the process. So I do expect Newcastle to score at least a couple of goals, especially against this really soft Leeds defense. Leeds on the road, they've conceded 17 goals, which is one of the worst defenses on the road, but they have scored 10, which is, I believe, the 6th best away offense. So I do expect Leeds to get in the score sheet, possibly both teams to score here, something like a 2-1, 3-1 type of situation. So I like the over 2.75 goals at -115.
All right, Paulo, let's get his best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. EPL action for Saturday. Newcastle and Leeds. He likes over 2.75 goals. The return is -115. All right, you guys are tuned to Soccer Daily here with us Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern Time. Paul, before we get here to the recap, I want everybody know what you have going over at Tony'sPicks.com. We flashed the best bet records here. Very impressive here. 48, 24, and 8. Last 80 best bets document over at Tony'sPicks.com. The Big Five is back in action. What do you have going on over at the site?
Okay, I just loaded that Tuesday best bet. Goes live in about 25 minutes from now. It's in the match, of course, between Manchester United and Nottingham Forest. I do have several best bets, one for each day. I have one for Wednesday, one for Thursday, one for Friday, and one for Saturday. I do have an early bird, a Champions League best of the best. It's guys, the line is gonna change come game time. Of course, this match goes live on February 14th, so there's like 2 months from now, 1.5 months, I should say. But still, the price is going to change. The line is going to change, so you want to get the best value right now. So I got several plays, as you can see at my page, like 6-7 plays. Most of them are best bets, but you don't really have to pay for this individually. You can get a 3-day pass, a 7-day pass, or a monthly pass. And you can use the promo code that Tony gave you, and you'll get all of these plays and all the other plays that I load during that time for a fraction of the price, which is, your best value is right there.
That's right. Get on board here with Polygos over at Tony'sPicks.com. And of course, you could take a look here at the action here for today. Great results here in the best bets here. We'll pull that up again for you right now. 48, 24, and 8. Last 80 best bets. That is all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com for today's action. We do have a best bet today from Tuesday action. Paul in action here, getting on board here with that, as well as a lot of plays up here at the top here. As you can see, individual plays here from Paul here as he's in action here with a Saturday best bet, Friday EPL best bet of the day, also champions. We get into Champions League as well here, and as well as the French best bet of the day for Wednesday. So lots of action from Paul. Now, instead of buying all these plays individually, probably your best value right now, once you try Paul out for a weekly All Sports Pass, get all of Paul's premium plays here for 7 days. Includes all his Big Five action, right? We got the EPL in, this La Liga, French League coming in. So you guys want to get on board with that 7-day pass. All of Paul's premium plays for 7 days. And we'll save you some money here when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Paul's page by clicking the link here in the description. Click on the All Cappers tab and when you land on this page, then of course you'll find his profile page and go ahead and scroll down and find those plays that are in orange, which are profit guarantee, meaning they must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. Or the longer term passes, which are not profit guaranteed because they're sold at such a great discount, like that weekly pass that we talked about. So go ahead and get on board because that'll cover you all through the weekend. On the weekend, Big Five. Of course, we have a lot of midweek matches as well. So that 7-day pass is a great way to get introduced to Paul Legodos' service here at TonySwitch.com. So get on board with those best bets. All right, Paul, it is now time for the recap.
Okay, these are all EPL plays for Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Starting with Leeds versus Manchester City, we're going to take the first half under 1.5 goals at -135. Moving on to Friday, West Ham versus Brentford. We're going to take the over 2.5 goals at +101. EPL on Friday, Liverpool versus Leicester City. We're going to take Liverpool -1.5 at -113. Moving on to Saturday for Fulham versus Southampton. We're going to take the over 2.75 goals at -102. If you don't know what the 2.75 goals, this is essentially a split line between over 2.5 and over 3 goals. So if there's exactly 3 goals, this bet is a half win. We need 4 goals for a full win. And final play is Newcastle versus Leeds on Saturday again. Over 2.75 goals at -150.
There you go, the 5-pack here from Paul Legodos. So get on board here with Paul and find those bets by clicking the link in the description. Click on the All Cappers tab, and you'll land on Paul's handicapper page and get signed up for his best bets on the board right now as we flash those best bet numbers. They are absolutely impressive right now with Paul. As you will show you here, he's 48, 24, and 8 last 80 best bets document over at Tony's Picks. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition here of Soccer Picks Daily. Join us again tomorrow live at 2:15. We'll do it all over again. Bring in Paul, and he'll give you 5 plays here from European football, and possibly we'll see other continents. But looks like we got the Big 5 in action now. So check us out again tomorrow live at 2:15 Eastern Time. All right, we'll go ahead and say goodbye to you guys. You guys have a great evening, afternoon. Make it a winning one. We'll talk with you again tomorrow here on Soccer Picks Daily.